Again, very good morning to all. Standard 12 Commerce, Subject OCM, and chapter number 8, that is financial management. Okay, and in this particular chapter, in last lecture, that we discussed about working capital, factor affecting working capital. Right now, we are going to discuss about next topic of the same chapter, and that is fixed capital. So as we know, for the smooth running business, two types of capital is required. Number one, that is working capital for day-to-day expenses, and number two, that is fixed capital for the long-term investment, such as land and building, plant and machinery, vehicles. Okay, so for that purpose, long-term capital is required, and that's called fixed capital. Okay, so first of all, we have to learn over here meaning, then after characteristics and factor affecting working fixed capital. Okay, so let us start with the meaning. Fixed capital means long-term capital which is generally invested in business for 5 years or above. Okay, so here the other name of fixed capital is long-term capital. Okay, long-term capital, and time duration is 5 years plus. Okay, so what is the time duration? More than 5 years. Generally, land and building, plant and machinery, and this is vehicles. This is for more than 5 years that we are using. It is invested in fixed assets like land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, etc. Thus, the existence of fixed capital is a continued for longer period of time. It means that we are using this particular capital for the longer period of time. So this is the meaning of fixed capital as well as long-term capital. Now, some characteristics is there. So now we will discuss various characteristics of fixed capital. So number one, that is long period. Okay, so here that is long period. So here, as we discussed in meaning itself, that we are using fixed capital for the investment, long-term investment, and that's why fixed capital is long-term period, for the long-term period. Generally, it is more than 5 years. Okay, let's see. It is invested in business for a long-term period of 5 years or above. More than 5 years that we are invested our money. Next, different ratio and different types of business. So here that is different ratio in different business. Okay, so definitely if we are doing business of production, so in production more fixed capital is more fixed assets is required, so more capital is required. If we are doing business of selling, trading the goods, so less fixed capital is required. Okay, let's see. In the heavy industry like machinery, equipment and chemical industries, the ratio of fixed capital is high because fixed assets is high. The ratio of fixed capital is relatively low in trading unit. In trading unit, that means we are purchasing finished goods from one place and then selling in another place. At that particular time, fixed capital is less required. So depend on the business, that which type of business that you are doing. On the business of that, fixed capital is required. Next, number 3, components. Okay, so number 3, components. So when we are investing our money, so definitely on fixed assets, land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures, vehicles, etc. Okay, let's see. Land and building, plant machinery, vehicles, furniture are components are included in fixed capital because we are investing fixed capital for the longer period of time. Okay. Next, number 4, less liquidity. Okay, so here less liquidity because we are investing our money for the longer period of time. And we are not selling and purchasing our fixed assets year by year. So less liquidity is there. We are investing money after long period of time. Again we are collecting money after long period of time that we have to pay. For example, equity share capital. When we have to pay at the time of dissolution of firm. Okay, so maturity time period is long, so liquidity is less. Let's see. Ratio of liquidity is low as per the type of capital is invested for long term in fixed assets, so it cannot easily converted into cash. It is not easy because in our business we are not purchasing assets, fixed assets year by year. Yeah, is it possible that we are purchasing land every year for the business? No. Once you have purchased and for a longer period of time, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, that we are using that same land. Okay. So less convertibility is there to convert in a cash. So here liquidity is less. 4 points that we are discussing over here. Number 1, for a long period. Number 2, different ratio in different business. Number 3, components, and number 4, that is less liquidity. Next, number 5, risk. So here higher the risk is there because we are investing for the long period of time. Let's see, fixed capital is blocked up for the fixed assets for a long period. So risk of externalness remain in it. Apart from this, changes in political, social and economic factors also tends to rise the ratio of risk. Let us take one new or live example. Alicon Engineering Company, which is situated in Vidyanathan. What happened? Due to political factor, okay, that there is problem related to land. Okay, and they are divided two parts of one company, and between them they are making road, transportation road. So this is the problem, this is the situation, that risk is high because due to political factor, legal factor, that we can face this type of problems. Next, depreciation. Okay, so here depreciation is there because fixed assets, we are investing our fixed capital into fixed assets, and fixed assets is always a depreciation value. So every year we are calculating depreciation on our fixed assets. So here the value of fixed asset is gradually decreases. Okay, let's see. Depreciation is charged on the fixed assets in which fixed capital is invested. So the book value of the fixed assets is reduces, that we learn in accountancy. Okay, and that you learn very well in the account, that gradually depreciated value is there. Okay, so this is the important task. Last, number 7, and that is source. Okay, so here what are the sources of fixed capital? So equity share capital, preference share capital, long-term debenture and loan. So these 4 different types of sources is there. Let's see. The source of fixed capital are many. They can promoters of the business, owners of the business, various types of securities, financial institutions, and plugging type of profit. Okay, it means that 2 types of things is there which already we learned in 11, that is owners fund as well as plus borrowed fund. Okay, so with the help of these 2 things, owners fund as well as borrowed fund, what is included in owners fund? Equity share, preference share and plugging type of profit per retained earning. And what is included in borrowed fund? That is debenture and financial loan. Okay, financial institutions loan, that we are included in borrowed fund. So various types is there. From any sources you can collect fund from the market, and you are investing that fund in your business. So this is the characteristics of fixed capital. How many? 7. Number 1, long period. Number 2, different ratio and different businesses. Number 3, components. Number 4, less liquidity. Number 5, risk. Number 6, depreciation. And number 7, sources. So this is the characteristics of fixed capital. Now the second topic, which is related to same topic, okay, that is factor affecting the need of fixed capital. So here factor affecting the need of fixed capital. So same as working capital, here also factor affecting of fixed capital is there. So again 7 factors is there, and we have to discuss all the factors affecting of fixed capital. Number 1, types and nature of business. So here types and nature of business. Okay. So most of the points are repeated in particular working capital. Okay. So here definitely we can say that if your business is related to production, definitely more fixed capital is required. But if your business is for only trading, so less fixed capital is required. Okay, let's see. Industrial unit involve the industrial activity such as shipping industry, iron and steel industry, mining industry, etc. require large fixed capital. Unit providing services require comparatively less fixed capital. Okay, so if you are involving in industry, definitely high fixed capital is required. And if you are only trading, less fixed capital is required. So depend on types and nature of business, you can decide your fixed capital. Next, number 2. What is second number? That is size of business. So here also size of business. Simple. If your size of business is big, large size, definitely more fixed capital is required. And comparatively, if your size of business is small, less fixed capital is required. Let's see. Small size unit require comparatively less fixed capital than large size industrial unit. Cottage industry require less fixed capital than sugar industry or textile industry. While the units manufacturing vehicles require comparatively huge fixed capital because they are manufacturing vehicles. Okay, because the price of vehicle is high. 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 50 lakhs. Okay, some vehicles are there. The value of vehicles is in lakhs or in crore of rupees. So definitely they have to invest more fixed capital on it. So this is the depend on size of business. If your business size is big, large, you have to invest more fixed capital. And if your business is small, definitely less fixed capital is required. Next, number 3, use of ownership or lease. Most important, use of ownership or lease. Whatever we are using in fixed capital, for example land. So definitely if you want to business, you have to requirement of land. So either that you are using that land, it's a land of ownership or by land. So definitely if we are doing work with your ownership, more fixed capital is required. And if we are doing work with rent or lease, definitely less fixed capital is required. Okay, so if you are using all the assets with your ownership, more fixed capital is required. Okay, let's see. If the fixed assets like land, building, machinery are to be obtained on lease instead of purchasing, the investment of fixed capital decreases up to that extent, and risk of fixed capital can also be decreased. Because you are doing? You are taking all the assets on lease. Okay, but if you are purchasing your own assets, two things is increases. fixed capital is increases plus risk is also increases because it's your own. Okay, so definitely the use of ownership or lease on depend on that working capital as well as fixed capital is decided. Definitely, if you are doing work with your ownership, more fixed capital is required. Okay. Next, number 4, research expense. Definitely, if you want to do the businesses on a big level, what you have to do? You have to do continuous research in your business. And if you are doing continuous research, definitely more fixed capital is required because you have to invest your money in research and then you can get the benefit of it. Let's see. Industrial unit have to undertake the research in order to make their product more useful, to reduce the cost of production, to make the design or shape of the product attractive. Fixed capital is required for all this expenditure. For example, you are adopting new technology. Okay, so for new technology, you have to purchase new machineries, and for the purchase of new machineries, high fixed capital is required. So depend on your research, fixed capital is decided. Fourth topic is that number 1, type and nature of business. Number 2, size of business. Number 3, use of ownership or lease. And number 4, research expense. So on the basis of this, that you are decided which type of or whatever money is required in fixed capital. Next, number 5, modern technology. Okay, so here modern technology. This is again which is related to research expense. If you are doing good research, so definitely you have to adopt more technological vehicles, more technological equipments, and for purchase of more modern technology, research expenses and equipments, you have to invest more money in your business. Simple. Let us take the example of banking system. Instead of handwriting books, what they are doing? They are adopting computerized system, that is modern technology. So they have to purchase more computers from the market. So they have to invest more money. Nowadays, again modern technology is there. Automatic printing machine is there. Automatic deposit machine is there. ATM is there. So more money is required to set up their businesses, to set up their banking service with the modern technology. So they have to invest more money. Okay, as a fixed capital. So definitely with the help of modern technology. With the passage of time, technology changes. Because of new innovations and modern technology, old machinery has to be discarded and new machinery has to be installed. For that, fixed capital is required. So instead of old machinery, you have to adopt new machinery. And for purchase of new machinery, again fixed capital is required. So this is number 5. Next, number 6, government assistance. So here government assistance and taxation policy. Okay, so this is again most important. On the depend on rules and regulations of government that you are taking the decision. One important that thing is that on the basis of taxation. Up to last year, 3 lakhs is tax free. Nowadays, 5 lakhs is tax free. Earning profit is 5 lakhs tax free. So on the basis of that earning, you are decided how much money that you have to invest in your business. So again, this is important task, that how much money that you are required as a tax. And next, government assistance. Again, take the important decision, notebandi as well as GST. Okay, this came from government rules and regulations. Okay, let's see. Government provide help in form of grant or subsidy to encourage the industry for the balanced growth of various regions. Government may provide the assistance of land and industrial state. So to that extent, requirement fixed capital is decreases. If government do the help by giving the subsidy, our investment is reduced. So if government imposed the liable policy of depreciation on machinery. Next, for this requirement, additional fixed capital become required. Okay, so here on the basis of rules and regulations which is made by government, we are taking decision. Then how much money, how much fixed capital is required in our business. Okay, and last one, that is establishment process. Okay, establishment expenses. Okay, so this is again very important factor affecting for deciding the fixed capital required in our business. The establishment process of sole proprietorship, partnership and cooperative society is less compared to that the formation of company, because establishment process expense, that means opening process. Okay, opening expenditure. If you want to start the business, sole proprietorship, less money required. Partnership, again less in comparison of company. If you want to start the company, you have to do the long process for that. And send your memorandum of association, then article of association, then prospector. Okay, then issue that prospector in a market, collect the share, all that things. And for that, we have to require more people to do all the transactions. So for that, establishment expenditure is more if you are starting the business as a company, and for that more fixed capital. You have to pay the deposit also to the government. Okay, let's see. Company has to bear expenses on preparing documents such as registration fee, fees of experts, legal expenses, etc. For that, fixed capital is required. Okay, if you want to make article of association, memorandum of association, prospectus, okay, that all the documents, contract fee, registration fee, okay, fee of experts. So definitely you have to require more fund, more money. So for that, fixed capital is more required. Okay, so what you learn in today's particular lecture: number one, fixed capital, meaning then characteristics of fixed capital, 7 points are there. And last, that is factor affecting the need of fixed capital. Again, 7 points is there. What are the 7 points? Number one, types and nature of business, size of business, use of ownership or lease, research expense, modern technology, government assistance and taxation policy. And number 7, establishment expense. Okay, so this is up to today's particular lecture. Only one topic is left. Difference between fixed capital as well as working capital that we discuss in our next lecture. Okay, thank you.